And now representing the Catholic faith, the Deacon David Akin from St. Pius in South Yarmouth.
I got you. 81.
Oh, you got me.
I got you. Okay. Always a different presentation. David Akin, a deacon in the Roman Catholic Church, 26 years ago by now Cardinal Sean O'Malley. He was then the Bishop of Fall River. I guess they promoted him because he ordained me. I don't know. God does have a sense of humor. David and I are ordained. That's all you have to know. We think differently than many. The reason I'm a deacon, my notes, by the way, are home, so we're at a bit of a disadvantage. The reason I'm a deacon, in the Bible, the deacons were instituted when the disciples found they were too busy to take care of the widows and the children and all of that good stuff. And I view that role very important. I don't view my role standing on the altar, although I do that a great deal of the time. But my role is out here in the world. And I'm just going to give you a thumbnail of the wonderful opportunities I have had to serve. I'm in my 59th year of being a firefighter. And that's kind of a good place to start. It's a servant role, and I have seen things that I can't talk to you about, and I've seen a number of things that I'm extremely proud to have been part of. I served at Ground Zero twice after 9/11. I did 24 hours in the morgue. Again, things we can't talk about, but things I'm terribly proud that I was able to accomplish. I've got 100,000 miles on a Harley Davidson in my resume, and every year I bless a couple of thousand motorcycles on the first Sunday in May. I love that ministry because I get to bring God from the back of a wrecker with a 5-gallon pail of holy water to over 2,000 people. It's kind of cool, and it doesn't have to be on an altar. Where am I going with this? Okay. That which unites us, and love is clearly the answer. It's universal. It's the God we all serve, and it works for me. Read the Irish sports page this morning. It's the way Sunday is huge in the Cape Cod Times. It takes anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes if you read them all. And there was one this morning. And I hope that my obituary has one sentence that's as powerful as what I read this morning. For a young man named Michael Brian Luff, I guess you'd pronounce it. It's Laugh, if it's, or whatever. 44 years old. A warrior whose mission, and I quote, so bear with me the rough parts, to defend all those that society tries to ignore and cast away, the homeless, the junkies, the dreamers, the queers, the philosophers, and the rebels. Wow. He was working with the homeless in Boston. We may know him from the Cape. I don't know. Is that name familiar? Okay. But I mean, that was so powerful to me, someone who spent a very short life and has left a mark on mine. I'll have that quote for years. Love. I'm very blessed. Married 53 years next Tuesday. Have 2 children, 4 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. Nature's where I spend my prayer time, is either with a fishing rod in my hand or on a motorcycle or watching a sunrise or a sunset. I had someone ask me at Kevanny Lane over in Barnstable if anybody's familiar with that 1-lane bridge. And the guy came up and says, "Where's the pump?" This water goes roaring through in unbelievable quantities. And I said, "It's on the moon." 300,000 kilometers away, doing a fine job. Didn't believe me. Take a look around. There's stuff to be learned out there. It's amazing. So anyhow, I'm a very lucky guy. I've had a very rich life. I've been here, and we were in an organization that, I don't know if it still exists on paper or not, the Cape Cod Interfaith Coalition. We used to meet in the synagogue regularly. We got a lot of stuff done in crazy times, but the crazy times don't stop. So this is beautiful, Tony. Thank you. And I think that's all I've got. I love you all. Love is the answer. hang in there. It gets better.
Thank you so much, David.